My child, I am commanding you to hear this message for at least 5 minutes. For what I am going to tell you is important for your life. Child, just as our body parts are all different, we are also different from one another. Don't fall into the trap of trying to be anyone other than who you are. I have formed you with my own hands. I have breathed life into your soul, and I have called you by name before the foundations of the world were laid. I have made you with intentionality, with purpose, and with love. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. Nothing about you was overlooked or forgotten. Every fiber of your being was woven by me with a specific reason. And I tell you now, resist the voices that try to reshape you into someone else's image. You were made in mine. I did not design you to mirror the world's ideals, nor to chase after fleeting standards that rise and fall like the tides. I made you to reflect my glory. My fingerprints are on your soul. Your uniqueness is not your weakness, it is your assignment. Your difference is not a flaw, it is a feature of my divine craftsmanship. The enemy would want you to look to others and feel small. He would want you to believe that you must strive to be accepted, strive to be loved, strive to be worthy. But my child, I tell you now, you are already accepted in the Beloved. You are already loved beyond measure. You are already counted worthy not by your effort, but by my eternal decree. Do not shrink yourself to fit into places I never meant for you to enter. Do not alter your voice to be heard by those who do not listen to me. Do not trade your light for their approval. I have set you apart. I have made you holy unto me. When you feel alone because you are not like them, remember this: I never meant for you to be like them. I meant for you to be like me. Let your heart be still and know that I am God. Do not rush past these words. Let them settle into the places that ache. Let them heal what the world has wounded. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where I have permitted you to be, learning what I have allowed for you to learn, growing through the trials I have filtered through my love. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I have not grown silent toward you. My voice has never stopped speaking. It is your heart that needs to be quiet enough to hear it. Turn your eyes away from the noise. Lay down the burden of comparison. You do not need to strive for the place I have already reserved for you. I have written your days in my book, and none of them shall be erased. I am the author and finisher of your faith. I will perfect that which concerns you. Trust in my timing. Trust in my hand, even when you do not understand my plan. What I begin, I complete. What I promise, I fulfill. You look at your limitations, but I look at my purpose. You look at what you lack, but I look at what I will supply. You look at your past, but I see your future. Do not disqualify yourself from what I have already qualified you for. I am not limited by your weaknesses, and I am not surprised by your failures. I knew you before you knew yourself. I see the full picture. You see only the brushstrokes. I am the master artist, and I do not make mistakes. When you feel too small, remember who walks with you. I am the one who parts seas and calms storms. I am the one who makes barren places bloom. I am the one who brings dead things to life. And I am with you. Not sometimes, but always. Not only when you feel strong, but even more when you feel weak. I do not leave my children as orphans. I dwell with them. I dwell in you. The world tells you to build your image, but I tell you to let me build your identity. Your worth is not in your accomplishments, not in your appearance, not in the approval of others. Your worth is found in me. The world cannot give you what it did not create. So why chase after its validation? Why hunger for its applause when I have already called you beloved? You are not what you feel. You are not what others say. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are who I say you are. And I say you are chosen. I say you are redeemed. I say you are mine. Let go of the fear that paralyzes. Let go of the shame that clouds your vision. Let go of the anxiety that steals your breath. These are not your portion. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Walk in the authority I have placed within you. Do not be timid. Do not shrink back. Stand firm, for I go before you. I surround you. I uphold you with my righteous right hand. I know your heart has been bruised by the weight of waiting, by the sting of rejection, by the silence of unanswered questions. But I tell you this, not one tear you have shed has gone unnoticed. I collect them. I count them. I care for you deeply. I am close to the brokenhearted. I bind up wounds. I restore what has been lost. And I work all things together for the good of those who love me and are called according to my purpose. Do not despise the process. I am forming you through it. Gold is refined by fire. Diamonds are shaped by pressure. Oil flows from the crushed olive. And so I say to you, child, though it hurts, though it seems long, though it feels uncertain, do not give up. My glory is being formed in you. I will not waste your pain. I will not overlook your faithfulness. I will reward what is done in secret. I see the prayers you have whispered in the dark. I see the sacrifices you have made when no one was watching. And I am the God who honors those who honor me. Keep walking. Even when your steps are slow, even when the path is unclear, even when you do not feel strong, keep walking, for I walk with you. My Spirit will lead you into all truth. My peace will guard your heart. My word will be a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Do not look to the left or to the right. Keep your eyes on me. When the enemy accuses you, I stand as your defender. When you fall, I lift you up. When you feel lost, I am your way. When you feel empty, I am your fullness. When you feel afraid, I am your shield. I am your refuge. I am your fortress. I am your deliverer. I am your healer. I am your provider. I am your God. You may feel like the least, but I delight in using the least to show my greatness. You may feel unseen, but I see you. You may feel ordinary, but I put my extraordinary spirit within you. You are never alone in your struggle. I carry you. I strengthen you. I speak over you even when you cannot hear me. My love does not depend on your perfection, it is anchored in my nature, and I do not change. My child, let my words wash over you. Let my truth cleanse your mind. Let my presence quiet your fears. You do not need to fix yourself to come near. Come as you are. Come weary. Come wounded. Come with your questions. I will not turn you away. I am not a distant God. I am your Father. I know you, and I love you. I will teach you how to walk again. I will teach you how to dream again. I will teach you how to trust again. You will not always feel what you feel right now. This is not the end. This is not your forever. This is a season, and seasons change. But I remain the same. I am not impressed by your striving. I am moved by your surrender. Yield to me. Let me be the one who fights for you. Let me be the one who carries the burden you were never meant to bear at all. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. My child, listen closely to my voice, for I speak not in haste or confusion, but in the wisdom that formed the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth. My words are not mere sounds in the air. They are spirit and life. They are the breath that calls dead things to rise. And I speak this truth to your soul now. With all the weight of my eternal love, your destiny is your own. It is sacred. It is crafted by my own hand. It is not a copy. It is not a version. It is not something borrowed or rearranged from another. It is yours. Unique. Divine. Intentional. You were not born to trace someone else's footsteps. You were not created to live a life of imitation. You were not called to envy another's journey. The story I've written for you is not the story I have written for another. Do not look to your left or to your right, wondering why others seem ahead, or more visible, or more celebrated. What you see with your eyes is not the fullness of what I am doing in their lives, nor in yours. I do not measure time as man measures time. I do not weigh value as man weighs value. I do not distribute gifts and purposes based on worthiness or effort, but according to my own wisdom and glory. Comparison is a thief, a deceiver, a distraction sent to pull you from the path I've placed beneath your feet. It whispers that what you have is not enough. It plants lies that your portion is smaller, your days are slower, your voice is weaker. But I, the Lord your God, tell you now, what I have given you is not less, it is different. And what is different is not lesser, it is set apart for a different mission, a different field, a different harvest. Do not despise the small beginnings, the quiet places, the seasons where no one sees. For I am the one who watches in secret, and I reward openly in my time. Your destiny is not hidden from me. It is not delayed. It is not forgotten. I hold time in my hand. I hold your life in my palm. Every breath, every step, every turn has been seen and prepared before you ever knew the journey began. I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts, and my ways are beyond your ways. I see the whole picture when you only see a fragment. And I ask you now to trust me, not only with the blessings you hope for, but with the timing, with the unfolding, with the process that brings you into the fullness of who you are meant to become. You long for purpose. You long to walk in your calling. That desire was placed in you by me. It is holy. But do not confuse purpose with pace. Do not confuse calling with comparison. What I have called you to will not look like what I've called others to. Some are called to build with stone. Others are called to plant seeds. Some are called to speak to crowds. Others are called to whisper my truth into a single soul. Do not think that one is greater than the other. The eye is not greater than the hand. The hand is not greater than the foot. Every part of the body matters. Every assignment has value, and I, your Creator, make no mistake when I choose where to place each of my children. You may not understand why I withhold something you see others receive. But child, I withhold no good thing from those who walk uprightly. If I do not give, it is not because I have forgotten. It is because I know what must come first. I know the weight of blessing can crush the unprepared soul. I know that some doors must remain closed until you are ready to walk through them with humility and strength, not pride and haste. I am more concerned with your becoming than your arrival. Destiny is not a destination. It is a journey of transformation. I am shaping you daily. I am refining you. I am pruning what does not bear fruit, not because I am displeased with you, but because I long for you to bear more fruit, fruit that will last. Fruit that is not grown from striving but from abiding in me. You look at others and ask, why them and not me? And I answer, why not wait and see what I have reserved for you? If you could see what I have in store, your heart would not tremble in insecurity but rejoice in hope. You would walk with boldness and trust. But I have hidden it for a reason, not to keep it from you, but to keep it for you, so that in the right moment it will be revealed with beauty and power, and no one will mistake it for the work of man. Let your eyes rest from watching the paths of others. Let your soul stop measuring itself against others' progress. Come back to the quiet place. Come back to me. For in my presence your worth is never in question. In my eyes you are never behind. You are never forgotten. You are never disqualified. Even when you stumbled, I never revoked your calling. Even when you failed, I never withdrew my promise. Even when you doubted, I never let go. Your mistakes are not stronger than my mercy. Your confusion is not greater than my clarity. Your past does not cancel your future, not in my kingdom. For I am the God who restores. I am the God who redeems what is broken. I do not just heal wounds, I use them. I take your deepest pain and make it the birthplace of your greatest purpose. Do not fear being misunderstood. Do not worry when others do not recognize what I have placed in you. Your identity is not validated by their perception. It is anchored in my word. I know who you are. I know what I have placed in you. I know what I am calling you to do. And I will open the doors that no one can shut. I will make a way where there is no way. I will lift you up in due time, not for your fame, but for my glory. You long for significance. You long to know that your life matters. It does, my child. But significance is not found in being seen by many. It is found in being faithful to me. And I see every act of obedience, no matter how small. I see when you choose kindness over retaliation. I see when you worship me through your tears. I see when you pray in silence, when you serve with no applause, when you stay the course though no one praises you. These things do not go unnoticed. They echo in eternity. Your destiny is not just about what you will do, it is about who you will become. I am forming Christ in you. I am making you like my Son, and the process may be slow, but it is sure. I am not in a hurry. I am not pressured by clocks or calendars. I see the end from the beginning, and I am not anxious about your progress. You are in my hands, and my hands are strong. My hands are gentle. My hands are faithful. Stop striving to make things happen in your own strength. Lay down the burden of trying to control what only I can orchestrate. There is peace in surrender. There is joy in trust. There is rest in knowing that I am God and you are not. When others move ahead, bless them. Do not let jealousy take root. Jealousy clouds your vision. It poisons your heart. You cannot carry the mantle I've given you if your hands are full of resentment. Celebrate others not because they deserve more, but because you know I am good, and I give to each according to what they are called to carry. Walk with me, child. Even when the road curves, even when the terrain is unfamiliar, even when the fog is thick. I know the way. I am the way. You do not need to have it all figured out. You need only follow me. You have not missed your moment. You have not lost your chance. What is meant for you will come. Not a moment too soon, not a second too late. No man, no enemy, no failure can steal what I have ordained for you. What I open, none can shut. What I speak, it shall be so. When you are tempted to compare, come to me instead. Let me remind you of who you are. Let me show you what I see. You are my masterpiece. You are my beloved. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and every chapter of your story matters, even the ones filled with silence, even the ones filled with questions, even the ones you wish could be rewritten. I use them all. Nothing is wasted in my hands. I gather the fragments. I weave the threads. I redeem what seems lost, and I bring forth glory from the ashes. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are not late. You are learning. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. And I am not finished with you yet. Lift your head. Let your heart rest. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am your God too. I led them, and I will lead you. I provided for them, and I will provide for you. I fulfilled my promise to them, and I will fulfill my promise to you. Walk in faith, not fear. Walk in joy, not judgment. Walk in love, not lack. You have what you need for this day. You are equipped for this moment, and what you do not yet have, I will supply. Let your life be a testimony to the world, not because it looks perfect, but because it reveals my hand. Let your story be one that points to me, not to your strength, but to mine. Not to your glory, but to mine. This is what you were made for. Not to impress, but to impact. And not to compete, but to contribute. Not to mimic, but to manifest my love in your own way. So walk boldly, my child, with your head high and your spirit lifted. Not because you have all the answers, but because you walk with the one who does. Not because the path is easy, but because you know who holds your future. I have ordained your steps. I have set your boundaries. I have sealed your purpose with my spirit. And this I declare over you: your destiny is sure. Your journey is guided. Your story is sacred, and your future is full of hope. Now go forth not in comparison, but in confidence, not in anxiety, but in assurance, not in imitation, but in identity. I am with you. I am for you, and I am leading you every step of the way. Trust me. I know what I am doing.